today we're going to move on to section 17.3, and we're going to be solving right triangles. And in order to find the missing sides of these right triangles, we're going to have to use our trig functions. And we're not going to tell you which trig function to use. You're going to have to set up the triangle, and that's something that you're going to have to figure out yourself. The most important thing when solving these is to draw the picture, because the picture isn't going to be given to you. So that should be your first step when you look at these problems to get an idea of what you're working with. So if you take a look at example 1, it says if the measure of angle A equals 65 degrees and side C is 140, find A to two significant digits. Now, just as a reminder, if your letter is capital, that means they're talking about an angle, and if your letter is lowercase, that means they're talking about a side. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to draw my triangle. And it doesn't really matter what your triangle looks like as long as it has a right angle in it. So there's my triangle, and I've got my right angle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to label my triangle as ABC. Angle A is 65 degrees. So I'm going to make angle A here. I'm going to make angle B and angle C. So we know that angle A, this angle right here, is 65 degrees. And we also know that side C is 140. Well, side C is directly across from angle C. So this is side C, which is 140. And those are the only two measures that are given to us. Now before, we could use the Pythagorean theorem and solve for the missing side. Well, we can't do that today because we're only given one side of the triangle. So we're going to have to use our trig functions. So let's go back to our SOHCAHTOA. And decide which would be the best option for us to use.